Welcome back
How's it going?
to the Arthur Cantina podcast. Welcome our good friend back, fan favorite. Everybody loves him.
Our
Jim
highest
Tebo.
viewed episode was the initial pilot with Jim Tebo.
I told him this. I told him the coffee went down the wrong pipe for Jimmy. Don't fall off that stool, Jim. It's high up there, man.
I don't got disability insurance for you.
Yeah. All right.
Keep going all right, man.
You all right?
All right.
Pops. All right, good.
We've had, like I said, we had sommeliers. We've had millionaire lawyer, whiskey pioneers. All these different interesting people.
D'Agostino, owner of the wine company.
Owner of a wine company. The only person I've only had, like a random customer, not even a friend or family. They come into the store and they go, "I listened to the podcast. That guy you had on was amazing, with the Korean hooker and the lady doctor."
Yeah, people we don't know.
People we don't know. They came and he said, "That was what a listen that was." So we needed to get you back on.
Okay.
Here we are. Here we are, episode 2 with Jim. Take a minute to catch your breath, Jimmy.
It's freezing out in the Bronx.
I want to say
But,
cold.
Pardon?
I want to say
It's not freezing, but
I wanna say it's
I don't know what the temperature is.
It was fucking cold this day.
But we having coffee. We had croissants and breakfast. And now we're ready to do this.
That's it. Another coffee. Jim's, what are you coffee number 4, number 5 of the day?
5.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Boy. So, what can we touch on, Jim? What do we know about, what do we know about? Colombia.
Oh, yes. Well. Let's, before we get into current events, let's talk about how we left off last time with Jim Tebo. I think the end was the Bulgaria story, right? And,
We touched on...
But let's just get an update on your life. How are you and the girlfriend? The girlfriend you're still with from stealing your shit in Bulgaria, leaving you there. You're still with her.
Yeah.
How many years now?
19.
19 years.
Yeah.
Just do a quick recap on the first episode. We talked about his experience in Bulgaria. We talked about losing the passport and the journey home. We talked about the Korean hooker. His
lady doctor.
His pre-story, the lady doctor, how that all came about. His journey from Boston.
Massachusetts. Where? Worcester?
Worcester.
Worcester, Massachusetts. Coming
Down
to New
the
York.
Bronx.
Finding a new home in New York.
Queens.
I'm not sure why you left.
Yes, Queens. You're Queens first.
Yeah.
And now you're here.
Now you're here in the Bronx.
Yeah.
And you're still with the lady who left you for dead in Bulgaria. The Mormons
Yeah.
got you home somehow. That's one of my favorite stories. The Mormon church. Got your Tebo home. God bless the Mormons.
Wasn't enough to convert him.
No. He's still a good old Catholic boy.
But you know what? It's not always about converting somebody. It's about helping someone out.
About doing the right thing.
There
So
you go.
God bless them. Good for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Good for them.
Yeah, I hit him up for twice. I hit him up twice.
Hit him up 2 times.
Two times.
Poor
It must have
Mormons.
been like this guy is lying, but little do they know.
The Mormons.
All right, so how are you and a girlfriend currently?
Well, she's stable.
She's stable.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Uh,
good. That's always a good.
now I'm missing a passport.
Again,
Yeah.
again, missing a passport. Where you going? You going to Cancun? Where you going?
I don't know. Let's get the passport first.
Okay, all right,
You know.
all right.
But the sun was over Friday afternoon.
Okay, yeah, you
And
like
he-
the son. He's a
No, it's Mr. Crackpot.
Mr. Crackpot. Okay.
So anyways, he informed me that his mother took my passport. So I said, well, that's a regular. So now I have to invest in another passport, but I have to go to the DMV in order to get the non-driver's identification card. But right now I'm waiting for a birth certificate from Worcester, Mass, in order to get the DMV. So once I get the non-drivers, I'll go get the passport.
Now, no, you don't have a license to drive.
No.
No. Have you ever? You had, right? Because you had the Camaro. What'd you say? Firebird. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And the Korean hook and the lady doctor. Yes.
Yeah.
How can I forget? So, I don't. She took the passport. The crackpot son said the girlfriend threw it out.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Jim, they're selling your identity, man.
I don't know.
They're selling your identity. Someone's walking around pretending to be you.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe next thing you know, you go check your bank account. There's a couple $100,000.
Wanted by Interpol.
Wanted by Interpol. Yeah.
That's funny.
You could end up on Epstein's flight log somehow. All right, so things are stable with the girl.
Yeah.
That's always good to hear. You're in a loving, happy relationship, you could say.
Yeah, I'm on. Yeah.
yeah. Something like that. All right. That's fine. What else is new with you? Currently on the wagon. That's good.
Yeah.
God bless.
Again.
God bless.
Again, listen, keep getting on, man.
Our customers do that from time to time. They go on the wagon.
Yeah.
Off the wagon, on the wagon?
Right.
What's the difference?
On the wagon, not drinking.
Off the
wagon is drinking.
You fell off, you start drinking again.
Right.
I always figured you'd be drinking on the wagon, you'd be sitting down.
No,
going someplace
you
nice.
fall off because you're drunk. You fall backwards.
You fell off the wagon because you wrecked.
Well, that's always good, Jim. What you told me recently, you had a settlement. I'd like to say Jim Tebo fought the law and Jim Tebo won.
Right.
That's
about damn time.
I sued the NYPD.
I bet you a lot of people watching this right now clapping.
That's funny. That's funny.
What did you sue them for?
For false arrest.
Okay.
Right.
They falsely arrest you of?
They said that I tried to slip the girlfriend with a knife.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah. So I had to go to court like 3 or 4 times. I had legal aid. Very good lawyer. He got me off. Whatever. And
when did all this happen?
January 8th. Not this year, but last year, I think.
Last year.
Yeah.
Can you shout that lawyer's name out? Do you remember his name?
Let's see. Yeah, I forget it.
Well, he did a good thing. Whatever. He's out there. He knows what he did.
He knows what he did.
He got you. So he determined you were falsely arrested? He proved to the court you were falsely arrested?
Right.
And then you could sue the NYPD after that?
Well, what happened next is that I received a letter in the mail from a lawyer's office in Manhattan. And they said, well, we think you have a case, false arrest, and give us a call. So I kind of, I said, why not? Give it a shot. So I called them up. I went through it a couple of times. I did an interview showing that I was innocent. And I won the case, and it took 4 months to get the check. I have the check now, but I can't do it with the check because I need an ID.
Don't lose the check.
Oh, don't lose the check,
that
Jimmy.
check.
Don't lose that fucking check. You got 1 year. Well, sometimes it's 180 days to cash it.
Right. But I called the lawyer's office, and I mentioned that, listen, I'm in the midst of cashing the check. What happens if the 90 days expires? And I said, no problem, we'll just issue another check because the check was issued by the law firm. Mm-hmm. So there's no problem there.
Well, that's good.
So
an ambulance chaser called you.
Pardon?
An ambulance chaser, they sent you a letter. This wasn't of your own fruition. Someone sent you a letter encouraging you to, not the same defense lawyer, a different law firm.
Right.
So they saw your case somewhere in the public records.
We could beat this. Yeah,
and they said we could squeeze the NYPD out of the money for this.
Right.
I mean, God bless them too. They
right,
they make money. They make you money.
They probably take 75%. They probably take the lion's share of it, I would assume.
33%.
33%.
Hey, listen,
That ain't bad.
that ain't bad. I'll take
33%.
it. For doing, for going. So did you do time? They arrested you and you did time for that?
Yeah.
Where'd they send you?
161st Street in the Bronx.
Was it like the Hyatt?
No.
No.
The only words I heard was bro and in quotation marks So I get a migraine from that.
We gotta, Joey, timestamp that. You're gonna have to believe that one, Joey. Please timestamp that.
Replace it with the N-word.
Edward. Well, how long were you there for?
The first time was 30 hours. And they put an order of protection against me. And what happened, you know what that means. I can't be around the girlfriend, whatever. I can't live in my apartment.
Your apartment. It's that apartment's under you.
Right. The apartment's under me.
And you couldn't go to your house.
But anyways, I gambled. I'm 67, and I said, where am I going to go? I'm not going to a shelter. And I gambled, and then I went home. And I got a knock on the door, 5 p.m. Wednesday afternoon. And I said, who is it? Police department. I opened the door. This is funny. Now, the girlfriend, she's in the living room. Probably watching TV, whatever, I don't know. And so I let the police officer in, and they asked me, where is Rennie Grecoff, your girlfriend? I said, well, Rennie Grecoff is in Queens right now with her son. Well, I lied to him. And what happened next is that the girlfriend, she heard this from the living room, and she comes running in. Hi, officer. Hi, officer. So I was number 2. So at least I was accustomed from number 1.
Yeah. It was old hat for you.
Yeah.
Never fun spending a night in the tombs.
Oh man, I'm telling you.
Never a fun day.
No.
But but still going 19 years strong.
Yeah, I should write a book about this.
I think you should, Jim. I tell you all the time.
Yeah.
You led, you're leading, and a very interesting life.
Right.
You at least got enough for a comic book series. At least I think you can put out 10 issues. Easy.
Absolutely. The life and times of Jim Tebow. That's
right.
it. Who would play you in a movie? Who would you want to play you in a movie?
I don't know. I'm not into. I'm not that familiar with actors or
I think
actresses.
Kevin Costner would do a good job.
Okay.
You know Kevin.
Oh yeah, sure do. Yeah.
Let me backtrack a little bit, Jimmy.
Yes.
Of that people you were locked up with, do you think a lot of them drink? What would your opinion be if you had to guess?
Probably not. I don't know.
Because I'm thinking we should access that same public data record and maybe send those people flyers. Say, hey, by the way, you're out of jail now. You need wine and liquor, come to Arthur Cantina.
That's a good idea.
There you go.
Why not?
Well, that's catching up with Jim Tebow. We wanted to go over some current events with you.
Okay.
Now you told me before we started recording, you don't know too much information about it, but you do know these. What do they call Ivy League college students?
Right.
Break a little bread.
These kids in Yale, Columbia, Harvard, wherever the hell they are, they're all protesting Israel, Palestine, whatever. It's a big divide. But these kids now, they're like camping inside of. I guess they're camping where in the what do they call the campus?
Right.
I know they were trying to camp in Lincoln Center. I think the Fordham, not this Fordham, but Fordham down in Manhattan.
Right. Okay.
Now, what do you think about that? These rich kids trying to play, the poor. Someone like you, I know you spent time in Central Park West, as you put it.
Right.
Up in Central, and now I feel like they're like not mimicking, but taking the plight away from the downtrodden and the homeless that we have. Oh, thank you. That we have here. I get it. You want to help people around the world, but what about the people here?
Right. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're doing all this for. They do all this for a good cause, if you want to call it that. But then, what about the people that are homeless here? What about the people that are starving here? And the people that are they don't give a shit. These kids go to school right around them, and they ignore them. But then they get on Facebook or Instagram, they start doing this.
Yeah. I heard on the situation in New York City is that there's so many vacant apartments, and all these homeless people, they can't figure that out. So I don't know what to do. But you're right. I don't mind protests, but they should be peaceful.
Absolutely.
And no disruption, no destruction of property. And they should be arrested. I mean,
I agree. I agree. I mean, I might vote for Jim Tebow for president. You gonna run for president this year or what? No. You'll do better than the two clowns I got now, Jim. I would vote for Jim over Trump and over Biden.
Their whole thing for protesting and doing this whole thing at the college is to disrupt way of life. So you have to confront this thing, right? It's in your face. You have to deal with it.
right.
At the same time, I'm paying to go to fucking school. I'm not paying to hear you yell and scream in my face about who you think is right, who you think is wrong. They're both wrong.
Yeah.
Right? They're both wrong. You can't pick one side and say this guy's right, the other guy's right. They're both blowing each other to hell. One kidnaps a bunch of people, chops their heads off. The other one blows them up into smithereens.
Okay.
Now this guy on the other side, he takes a stance. But for me, the war is no good. No matter who you look at it.
war is
Ukraine,
terrible.
Russia is no
War
good.
is
I don't care
terrible.
who started it, who didn't start it.
Right.
We're beef in Africa between kids getting their hands chopped off. All that shit's fucked
My
up.
biggest problem with these kids, they lived there 4 years in college. I want to make a difference. And then after college, in the summer, they go home to their mommies and daddies in their big fucking mansions up in Wellesley.
Brag
something
about
like
it to their little
that.
friends.
And then they brag about it to their little friends. They get a little dreadlock braid in their hair, and they think they fucking did something. But then they just go into the corporate system years down the road, and they can give a fuck about anybody else.
It's going to be that guy in Forrest Gump. He was with the Black Panthers. He was Jenny's boyfriend.
Yes, yeah.
He's like this big, cool, protesting guy, and then he punches Jenny in the face. That's the first chance he gets.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's the same fucking thing. These people just want to brag about whatever, set up a homeless camp, do some crazy shit in the school, fuck the next school up that their parents are paying 70, 80 grand a month for, that they're sacrificing to pay for them. It's crazy. The way you look at it, I think it's nuts. That's just a big attention grabbing
Right.
thing. Like, I just need attention. No one paid attention to me. Let me take my attention.
Yeah.
How'd you guys like that onion bread?
That's excellent.
That's from Madonia.
Right.
This guy, he's not a big onion guy. I forget about that.
Okay.
No, I love the onion bread. I love onions. Yeah, shout out Madonias. They make some fantastic bread.
Very nice.
Shout out to Deos as well. They also make fantastic bread.
I would have got Deos, but they were close there.
With the onion bread, with this type of bread, though, I feel like this got to get... I don't like to eat it raw. I want maybe some prosciutto on it.
Well, it's not
Put
raw.
it,
It's
toast
cooked
it.
onion.
No, I know, but... I need a little something.
toast.
Some cheese on there or something. I mean, I like onions. Don't
No,
get me
you're
wrong.
right. You're right.
It's a good bread. I'm not complaining. Thanks for the bread, man. And we like to do now, where we pick some idiot that we've come across during the week. And this week we selected the sanitation, not New York sanitation. Shout out to New York's strongest, the private sanitation sector. I forget the name of the company we had. And maybe I won't say it.
Okay, we should.
I won't say it, but
We could get a new company we got.
shout out Royal, right?
Royal Waste, yep.
Royal Waste, they're our new company. Thank you for your service, guys. The old company, now we would do 3 garbage pickups and 1 cardboard pickup a week, right? We'd pay $23 a week for this. They would miss garbage pickup every other fucking day. And the last 2 weeks, they forgot 2 days in a row they didn't pick up our garbage. They would take the name, because we have it on camera.
There you go.
They would take the neighbor's garbage, throw it in the street, and when they go to throw it in the truck, they rip the bag, and the next morning they have garbage. They just leave it all over the fucking street, all over the front of the store. I would call up, hey, you guys made a mess. You guys didn't take my garbage. Come back. No response. Monday, the next day, next week begins. They don't take the garbage again. So then, what was it? Tuesday, the guy comes in. He goes, oh, listen, I have to raise your, the price, the weekly price from what, $23 to $30-something.
30% increase.
Wow.
You go, and you guys don't even do your goddamn job.
Wow.
And so we switched companies that day. Anthony got on the phone, looked around, got pricing. Royal sent over a guy less than an hour after we spoke to him.
Really?
Gentleman helped
Nice
us
guy.
out.
Lives in my neighborhood, named Ray.
Now, and this old company used to send a kid in. Nice kid. We were friendly with the guy who would come collect the money from us. But every week they would send a guy just to get, and we'd have to give him cash. These guys, they bill us. They don't got to bother us when we're working. We don't got to take money out of the register or nothing like that.
Yeah.
So, in the end, it was a good deal for us.
I wonder if that other company was even declaring us. They're probably just pocketing the cash.
Well, they give us a receipt, but who knows what that kid did?
Yeah,
Kid was a nice kid.
no, nice guy. I'm not saying he did. Probably,
no, of course,
probably did.
So then Friday comes around. This Friday, and they come over to collect. And Jose, the other Joey that we have working here,
Our vigilant watchdog.
our vigilant, he's our whiskey truffle pig, and he's our watchdog. He's goofy, but he's good. So the kid comes in to collect the money, and Joey Fez goes, "No, we're not paying." And the guy looks at him like, "What?" Because you didn't pick up the garbage the last 2 weeks, and we switched companies. We went to Royal, and he goes, "Oh, I thought Royal shut down." And I'm like, obviously not.
Right.
But they're the goofies of the week. We're not gonna say their name and sully them, but that was our goofy of the week. Who was your goofy of the week? You come across any clowns?
No, not really. No clowns.
I mean, you kind of undersold the whole event. It threw me into a frenzy that day.
Oh yeah.
The kid came in. He goes like, "Oh, hey man!" Like that morning, I had called them and I said,
That
"Hey,
morning.
dickheads, you missed fucking Friday and you missed fucking Monday. Not only that, you ripped the bag on Friday. You threw shit everywhere. What do you want me to do?" Like the lady on the phone's a real cunt. She must be dealing with this shit all the time, so she knows how to, talk a certain way.
Right.
I go, "What the fuck?" She goes, "Oh, well, the garbage is still there, right? We'll pick it up tonight." I go, "Okay." That kid happens to walk in later that day and says, "Hey, you're not going to like this. We got to raise rates." So I go, "What the fuck you mean you're going to raise rates? You guys didn't even do your fucking job."
Right.
So he sold it very nicely that it was just like a simple thing and me just calling people. I went into a fucking fury and I lost my shit. I started calling every fucking garbage company that would service the Bronx. I called about 15 different companies.
Good.
And luckily, Royal showed up. They were the first ones. They came in, bam, done. They got the contract, gave us a really nice price. It was actually 25% cheaper than what we were originally paying.
Oh, very good.
So we saved some money.
Good.
Nice fucking guy. Sometimes you got to just be not willing to just say, "Okay, fine, everything's all right."
No, you got to be tough.
You got
Business.
to fucking lose your shit sometimes.
Right.
And I didn't get nothing done for about 2 hours because all I did was focus on the garbage companies. And I'm just people coming in saying, "Hey, Ed, how you doing?" I'm like, "Shut the fuck up." And I'm just like calling and screaming and yelling at people. A friend of mine came in. He was trying to talk to me.
He was in a very sour mood.
And he goes, "Hey, Ed, how you doing?" I go, "What the fuck you want?" And it just, I was really, really fired up. I was really angsty that day.
Yeah, that poor guy. I don't know who he was, that kid.
That's Giancarlo.
He came
Nice
on,
kid.
he's like,
Very
"Hey,
nice
nice
kid."
to meet you." Hey, nice to meet you. You were just not, you were just like in a dick mood to everybody.
Why? Because, once
But
you
it
put
was
me in a
funny,
bad mood like that.
Because you literally got off the phone with them saying, "Hey, you fucked up. You didn't come Friday. You didn't come Monday. I got garbage overflowing, the garbage in the street." And then they send the guy in and go, "Oh, by the way, now you owe us fucking 40% more."
Yeah, because then we look like fucking assholes. Like we got a full stinky garbage can.
Yeah.
People coming in and go, "I'm not going to spend money here," when you make your front of your store look like a wasteland.
Absolutely. The parents.
Yeah. And then when the store's closed and there's garbage all in the street in front and people drive by, they go, "Oh, what a fucking dump. Let me not buy anything from this fucking place."
I'm not going on.
I
go some
don't
other
blame
place.
him. I can't blame him.
Oh,
It's like a place on the corner. I don't know how people eat there. I don't want to say their name either, but
that place. I mean, they fixed up a little
they
bit,
fixed
but
it up.
that
It
garbage,
looks
man,
nicer, but like
it
right where
looks
the
like
people have the outside dining, they put all their garbage and it's overflowing and stinking. I'm like, I don't know.
No kidding.
like the sidewalk is black and tarry.
Yeah.
I didn't even know
oil.
what the fuck.
I think it's got to be oil they used to cook or
Oh
something.
man.
Oil.
Yeah, I think it's like the shit they used to
Grease
cook.
oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it feels like third world. Not to shit on the third world, but fuck them too.
Hey, it's a shithole.
It looks fucking terrible.
Trump
over there.
said.
It looks so fucking bad. And you got the well, I didn't want to say what's next to it, but you got some other fucking organization next to it who has the fucking money to clean the whole front of their store up, and they just recently hired security, so that's actually good because there had a lot of bums and vagrants outside. We don't want to get into specifics, but once they both clean their shit up, they're doing some progress. They gotta clean that fucking sidewalk though. That thing's disgusting. It looks terrible. It's a black guy in the whole neighborhood.
Oh, we didn't mention today is Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
That's right.
Now, a lot of people think it's Mexico's Independence Day, which is incorrect. They beat France in some sort of battle, I believe. Anthony should know more. He's half Mexican.
I don't remember. My wife is Mexican. I'm not Mexican. But something about one of the generals, they beat the French.
But again,
they sent the French home packing.
That shouldn't be anything to celebrate. Everybody beats the French. Fuck the French.
It's hard to win a war overseas.
Fuck the French.
You're not fighting on your terrain.
Right.
You got to import all your supplies.
Listen.
All your troops got to be brought over there.
Don't try to kiss ass to the French. We won 2 world wars, man. And none of it was fought on this fucking turf.
Napoleon lost against the Russians.
Yeah, because he's French and the French suck.
Up until then, they were conquering the whole fucking globe.
Who were they conquering? Napoleon's a fucking loser.
The guy wants to undersell.
Napoleon was a cuck, man.
Beautiful
Wasn't his wife cucking him out?
He ended up cucking her. She cucked him a little bit of cucking, left and right.
Listen, if you're the ruler of the world, you could do whatever you want, but your wife's getting cucked out, so you're cucked.
He might have liked her getting cucked out. Who knows?
Exactly. French type
That's
shit.
his thing.
But Cinco de Mayo. Jim, you had a funny story earlier. You said the girlfriend went on stage. Was that right? The girlfriend went on stage. They had a Cinco de Mayo party down the block or something.
Yeah. And she got up on stage trying to start to dance.
Sexy dance or fun party dance?
Fun party dance.
Okay, fun party dance.
And she was one of her manic episodes.
Oh, okay.
It's funny now. The owner of Seatown came running out. Get off the stage! Get off the stage!
Now, was there anything going on? Was it a band playing on the stage or what?
A band. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's up there solo dancing around.
Hey, man. Sometimes you gotta live life, man. I mean, cheers to it because I wouldn't do it. And I'm assuming some sort of Mexican band playing.
Yeah, I think.
A little mariachi or something.
I don't know.
Have you ever had mariachi? You ever seen mariachis play?
No.
It's a fun time. This guy has mariachis all the time. I told him he should dress up as a mariachi for Halloween.
Yeah.
I think that's what we should do next Cinco de Mayo. If it lands in like a Saturday, I think we should all just come in mariachi.
This guy wants to play blackface on fucking Juneteenth.
I never said that.
Hey, he wants him to dress up as a mariachi and Cinco de Mayo.
You are Mexican. You can do that.
I'm not Mexican.
First of all, I didn't say I was going to paint my face brown. I just in a mariachi outfit.
It's a free country. If you want to be blackface, you can do blackface. I won't say nothing bad about you.
I never said that.
I'll protect your
Ted
right.
Danson did it. He gets away with it. Jimmy Kimmel has done it plenty of times, and Jimmy Kimmel's also on Epstein Island, and he's NBC's sweetheart.
I didn't know he did blackface.
Jimmy Kimmel? Yeah, on the Man Show. He did Karl Malone.
You know what blackface is, Jimmy?
You put charcoal on your face, or
you walk around.
That's old school.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of old school, let's get off the topic of blackface, please. Also, Justin Trudeau, blackface, brownface, whatever he did in Canada. Fuck Canadians, too. We were talking about the landing on the moon. It was a hot topic the other day. We were speaking amongst our friends. Now,
one of us believes we landed.
We did not land on the moon. But neither of us were alive. Jim, you say you were how old are you? 13? 13. And you think we landed on the moon?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, but why? The government lies to us all the time.
I mean, you don't have to explain why the sun comes up and down. Jimmy. Right, don't let this guy cornhole you into a fucking discussion.
Like you can't even explain it. You just go,
what do you mean?
Because they told us. Because they told us they did.
Okay.
Come on. We haven't been back since.
Have you seen a rocket? Have you been to the Kennedy Space Center? See how big that fucking rocket is?
Oh, what does that mean? You ever see how big a fucking...
Seeing is believing.
How big a plane is? Does that mean...
You've seen Sasquatch, but you believe in him. Oh, right? See?
Yes,
got him. Got him, Jimmy. Done. Case closed. Podcast over. Thanks for coming. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
No. That's nothing. One has nothing to do with the other. One is a mythical creature. The other one is
Jimmy's seen us land on the fucking moon.
No, he didn't. He saw a video.
What do you mean?
He saw a television program. I've seen people land on the moon all the time in movies.
You've seen videos of Sasquatch.
Doesn't mean he's real.
Right. He's seen the video of it landing there.
Doesn't mean it's real.
He was there.
Doesn't mean it's real.
Doesn't mean it's real.
Did they film the movie The Martian on Mars? Or they just made it look like Mars?
It's a movie.
Exactly.
You got to pay to see the movie. No one paid to see the landing on the moon.
The Russians paid.
So
They
Jimmy,
lost the war.
when
the Cold
we
War.
did land on the moon, were there like news agencies saying we didn't land on the moon? Did the Russians scream and yell? we didn't
No,
land on the
because
moon?
the news agencies
Did the
are
Chinese
controlled
yell
by
and
the
scream?
government.
And yell we didn't land on the moon?
I don't think so.
It's a big achievement for the whole globe, not just the United
in
States.
1969, the Chinese were done. They weren't anything. The Russians, they got beat, man. They they made the lie first.
We need to get a political science analyst on here because I don't remember anything about when China became communist, when the 5-year plan Mao Zedong enacted. I forgot all these fucking years. I knew all these things at one time.
Really?
Now I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a Chinese sympathizer. This kid wants to ship all of our work over to China.
Was a lot of competition, like middle 50s, with Russia with Sputnik.
Yeah, Sputnik. They sent Sputnik.
They were already communists.
Right.
Yeah, but that's
When did the
why we
Chinese
lied,
become
because
communists?
the Russians would beat us. They went to space first, the Russians, right?
The Chinese became communists after World War II.
Did the Russians go to space first? They did.
Yeah.
Yuri, whatever, first man in space.
Gagarin.
Okay? Satellite, Sputnik, sent a monkey up there. They did everything. So we were
I
like,
think they sent the dog up there first.
yeah. And we were beat.
Then the monkey.
So what'd we do?
we
Stanley
fabricated it.
Kubrick filmed the fucking fake moon landing and said, look, we landed on the moon. And we became the world powers.
Jimmy says we landed. I believe. I stand with Jimmy.
Hey, man.
Well, I saw it on TV. That's the only thing. You know.
Exactly.
What was
I've
the-
seen dragons fly on TV.
What was the reaction about people around you at that time?
Well, they showed Houston. We've landed and all that. Everybody's clapping.
And where were you watching? In your house, at school?
house.
In the house.
Yeah.
Your mom and dad were home, your brothers?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Everyone was going crazy? Was everyone shocked? Was everyone like, all right, let's go cut the grass?
But let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Neil Armstrong, first man to walk on the moon. The guy never would do interviews, never would do anything. The only time he would do interviews is when the president would ask him to talk. You think if this man landed on the moon, first man on the moon, they would be parading him up and down.
Do you know the
He would
fucking
be everywhere.
balls you need to have to fly a fucking spaceship to the moon? They probably told him, you ain't coming back. Odds are you ain't coming
Yeah,
back.
so if you came back, I would be like everywhere. They should be plastering him
His
everywhere.
balls couldn't fit through the door.
Yeah,
The guy doesn't need to talk on TV.
They cut it.
Right?
You know why? Because they cut his
They don't have
balls
to.
off because he couldn't lie. He didn't like lying about it. There's 3 interviews with Neil Armstrong, and every one of them he doesn't look like he's a
He
man.
probably kissed his
He looks
kids
like a
goodbye.
man who's been carrying a big lie.
The guy who had to leave, go to space, he said, kids, last time you see your dad, probably.
1 in
Maybe
10,000
they'll come
odds,
back.
and they did it in one shot. Get the hell out of here.
They didn't do it in one shot.
Get the hell out
There
of
was a
here.
bunch of failed launches and missions.
Yes, but landing on the moon.
Apollo 1, all the guys burned up inside the space capsule. They died.
Yeah, and we
I was here on the U.S. Didn't even leave.
should have did a coffee taste test. You're on 5.
Yeah.
I'm on half a cup. And see, that's why the guy, he doesn't drink coffee. He
I
doesn't
gave up
understand.
caffeine completely.
Oh, you did?
Well, actually, no.
He's a liar.
Diet
He's a
Cokes
liar.
have a little bit of caffeine in them. I used to drink those Monster Energies, like 200 milligrams of caffeine.
Also
I
sugar.
used to have 2-3 of them. No, there was no sugar. The sugar-free
really?
ones. Yeah.
Oh, that's
I used to have 2-3 of them a day. 600 milligrams of caffeine.
Ooh, boy.
So I gave that up. It
That's
changed my life.
Change that. Now he just drinks
Give
diet
up.
sodas.
I'm actually drinking Crystal Light, sponsor of the Arthur Cantina podcast, episode 9. If you are looking to cut calories and watch your weight, Crystal Light.
There you
Enjoy.
go.
With a Poland Spring Yankee
Is that,
bottle.
is that the best?
What do you mean?
Is that the best drink?
It's not bad. Tastes all right.
Right.
Tastes good.
I don't want to scare you, but I heard that Diet Coke is all bullshit.
What do you mean?
Hey, let him know, Jim.
Yeah.
Let him know,
How
Jimmy.
much sugar's in a Diet Coke?
They say 0 grams.
0 grams. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, but they got that cancer-causing bullshit they put in, the fake sugar.
Okay, pick your poison for cancer. The fluoride in your couch that's off gassing.
It's fluoride in your
The
water.
carbon dioxide coming out your car.
Trying to make
Sorry,
it-
not fluoride. Formaldehyde. Sorry.
I'm not eating my couch.
Well, you're off gassing your new furniture in your house. That's something that causes cancer.
See, Jim, he's
Prop
trying to...
65 from California.
Chamomile tea.
Amen.
Chamomile tea is good. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice. I don't think there's any caffeine in chamomile, though.
Okay. No, there's no.
No,
caffeine.
chamomile
think
puts
so.
you down.
No. It's a relaxer.
It's supposed to have the matcha. The matcha tea is supposed to have a lot of... matcha tea is supposed to have a lot of caffeine in it, but I heard it makes you go number 2
Oh, really?
a lot.
Okay.
Makes you...
Wow.
Matcha makes you caca. Matcha, too matcha in your pants,
I
man.
hear
What else do we have? We had the peg leg update.
Before we get to peg leg update, I want to ask Jimmy another question. You were there when Kennedy got killed, right, Jimmy?
Were you there? You were in Dallas.
How old were you?
No, I wasn't. I was in second grade.
Okay.
How was the country then?
Good, thriving.
Just the good old
You
days.
know, everybody had jobs. You know,
What happened? In this country?
everybody had houses with a white picket fence. And it was back then. There was no violence. There was no murders. No crime. You know, people showed respect. You know,
It's gonna bring a tear to my eye, Jimmy.
but you know, today. Oh, so back to Kennedy. We were in the. I was in the second grade, and it happened like 1:30 in the afternoon. And I knew somehow somebody obtained a television, and they put it on in the classroom, so we saw what happened. You know.
In the second grade,
Yeah.
they let you watch his brains explode and all that. Let me ask you something. Who killed Kennedy?
They say Oswald.
They say Oswald.
Oh,
But
so,
who do you think killed Kennedy?
I don't know. I don't know.
So you don't fully believe Oswald killed him, huh?
Right.
Do you fully believe Oswald killed Kennedy?
I haven't really looked at it too much. Do I think he, on the surface? Probably not. Probably the scapegoat.
Okay.
Because he got killed right away.
Okay. No. Okay.
All right. So, like, if
Yeah,
someone
Ruby.
gets killed right away, then that guy got killed right away too, right?
Well, he was the MK Ultra. Jack Ruby.
Who killed Jack Ruby?
They put him in jail. I forget the guy's name. He was like one of the head of the CIA things. Would lead MK Ultra, where they would dose people with acid. So when acid first started coming out, and it would drive them crazy. Like they said, Charles Manson was like in this whole program.
Okay.
So the CIA would do all this crazy shit. Jack Ruby, the same thing. He was fine, and then the guy went to visit him in jail. Next thing you know, I don't know if he killed himself, but he like went crazy after this guy like must have slipped him some sort of thing. But you don't believe that when the government told you that Oswald killed him, but you believe when the government tells you we landed on the moon. That's what.
You want to go to a field trip down to fucking Florida? We go look at the rockets.
Look at rockets doesn't mean they went to space.
Want me to
man.
get you a real
Doesn't
astronaut to
mean
talk
they
to
went
you?
to space. Oh, real astronaut. Give me a freaking break. Listen,
You believe in planes. Planes fly.
yeah, I've been on a plane.
They go around the planet.
Yeah, they don't go to the moon.
Okay. They can't go into space?
No,
No, that's impossible.
they go into space, but they stay in Earth's orbit. Right?
Satellites.
They're not
How the fuck
breaking-
the satellites
They're
get
in
up
Earth's
there?
orbit, right?
Okay.
They
We
don't go
can't
past
exit Earth's orbit.
They
There's
can't.
no way. We can't slingshot ourselves
We
onto
can't.
other
We'll
planets.
die. Can't do it. Too much radiation. If we went to the moon in 1969, we should be on fucking Jupiter by now.
Countries worried about other things like encampments at the colleges.
Yeah, sending billions of dollars to every nation besides our own.
Could have a robust space program. People don't want that. People are scared about things. They don't want to explore the unknown. Me, I like that idea. I think we should go to other planets. What do you think about that, Jimmy? Think we should repopulate? If we had to send you to a planet, Jimmy, where do you go? What's your planet of choice?
I don't know.
Jupiter. It's all gas.
Pluto.
Pluto, not a
The
planet
farthest
anymore.
one out.
Yeah.
Declassified as a
farthest
planet. No longer a planet.
It's
It's a dwarf
No more.
something.
They consider it like a moon now.
Really?
They
Kind of.
just make whatever the hell they want up. They don't know what's
You go
going
to
on.
Neptune. That's pretty far out there.
Yeah.
Know where I like to go, Jimmy?
Where?
Uranus.
Hey, okay.
That's funny.
I don't know about that.
Oh shit!
Uh,
I don't know if they selected. You know, they're saying we're trying to go to Mars and all this.
if Elon Musk gets his way,
If Elon
we're going
Musk
to Mars. He's setting up Tesla headquarters at Mars,
in Mars,
and
Yeah,
they're gonna
really?
they're gonna make self-driving cars on Mars for the Chinese. That's what's gonna happen.
if Elon Musk said we need one man to go to Mars, we select Jim Tebow. Are you going?
No.
No. You like it here on Earth.
Right.
Earth babes are easy.
Right.
I get it. You wouldn't want to see what's on Mars?
No. Not
You'd be the
interested.
loneliest man there. Not interested. No interest in going to Mars.
No.
I think I might go. If I was guaranteed to like safe travel, I
would-
get to live there.
What would make you want to go there, Jimmy? What would entice you?
Too far.
Too far.
If they set up a deal and they said, Jimmy, we want you to go out here, we'll meet any requirement that you have. What will make you want to go out there?
And no interest.
Unlimited
No interest.
smokes, unlimited
Just,
unlimited
you
drinks,
go there, there's just cigarettes all
cases
over
of
the
40s everywhere.
It's 40.
No interest. Jimmy, because you know why? Because Jim is a
They'll parachute your reefer every 3 months.
Jimmy's a people person. He likes to converse. He likes to be around in the hustle and bustle.
Yeah.
Up on Mars, what is he gonna do? Pick his nose all
I
day?
think he's gonna be by himself, but maybe with 100 other people, 1,000 other people.
Oh,
Someone's gonna colonize that fucking planet. It's gotta happen.
He might become the mayor of Mars.
I ain't going to Mars. I don't got the balls big enough to leave the planet.
I'll do it. Screw it. If they can guarantee me safe passage, why not? What's the difference?
I don't know. When you look back in the rearview mirror and you see the Earth no longer there,
So
you might have a mental snap. That's what they're trying to figure out now, how to get people out there without going crazy. It's a long voyage, 9 months.
Listen, a lot of people like to be loners, man.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out who can go out there. They
You
don't know
send
yet.
a ship big enough, you get like 100 people, you should be fine. You know, family, no.
Yeah, but they probably ain't coming back.
It's okay.
You have to say that, like, hey, you probably ain't coming back. I'm sure people went with Columbus to this country.
They probably said the same shit to him.
I said the same stuff to them. So I don't know what happens if you're halfway there. Everyone says, "Fuck this, we're turning it around," and they mutiny and take off the ship and they try to get back to Earth. You know, that's possible
there's no
too.
turning back though. You're gonna die.
They're trying to figure that out. They're not trying to spend $5 billion for the ship to blow up halfway there.
Or you could do like Star Trek, where they just live on the ship. They don't. I mean, they've run into other planets, they run into other ships, but like the Intrepid, the Enterprise. I mean,
The Intrepid is on the
yes, is on the west side.
west side
highway. The Enterprise is it's like a floating city.
Yeah, we're talking about theoreticals. They also have like simulation rooms where you can run around
Which
in
is
the
really
grass
cool.
and shit.
I mean, they also had iPads and little stuff like that came to fruition. So Star Trek was very ahead of its time.
Maybe that's where we're heading. People that live in tubes, they could live on the spaceship. Who knows?
Tubes.
Yeah, people that live in Japan and China, they live in little tube.
Like little
things.
capsules?
Yeah.
On top of each other? Well, I mean,
Right?
it's not much different here.
Hey, we got submarines, right? Submarines disappear for 3 months at a time.
That's something I wouldn't want to...
So if they could survive in the submarine, but in 3 months you're going to go wherever. You're going to resurface.
I mean,
you're going to pop
you
up
don't
somewhere.
know. You could...
Submarines don't really go down that much. Unless you're Russian. I think the last one was a Russian sub 10 years ago.
Yeah, they got
Maybe less.
stuck down there. No, I think it was more than 10 years ago.
There was an Argentine sub that got sunk somewhere, and then there was a
The
Russian sub.
I thought to be 15, 20 years now, no?
I don't remember. We need a
They were
historian
just
on the
stuck,
show.
and I remember the American subs got there, and the Russians were like, no, we don't want your help. So they just sat there while these poor Russians just died. I wouldn't want to... I'd rather be in space than on a fucking submarine, I'll tell you that.
Same thing.
I mean...
But you're going to resurface in the sub, right?
Yeah, but the ocean, that's another thing. You're going to tell us we went to Mars, the moon, we went to space, went to the moon, but we don't know what the hell's in our
Because
own
you got
ocean.
a bunch of retard billionaires sitting in like some Home Depot made capsule that gets halfway down to the fucking ocean and
There's
explodes.
nothing to do anything.
Because you're a bunch of doofuses doing some kind of weird experiment or weird ride that they want to brag to their friends about, and they go in some half-made capsule down there.
But it doesn't matter. We still have, we get that on the camera. How this guy's looking at. I love when people duck under. We were talking
So
about
how long does it take to develop this thing? Whatever.
What, the bread?
No, the
Podcast?
podcast.
Well, Joey's pretty quick, a couple days.
Okay.
So hopefully
Should get it
by
out
Sunday,
Yeah.
we're ready to go.
Friday.
Okay.
What do you think,
we
Jimmy?
done?
We're done, Jimmy.
We're done, Jim. We can
You
end
don't
it.
mind if I did pot, do you?
No
No,
problem.
Jim, we're done.
Very good.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for taking your
Wonderful.
Sunday
Thank
morning.
you for the entertainment.
Of course,
Anytime, Jim.
we'll have you on
Coffee,
anytime
bread.
again.
Anytime.
Any other
Very
time
good.
you want to come on, you let us know.
Too bad that I don't think this is as good as the last one.
Well, this time we were just BSing. Next time you want to come on, you can tell us more about yourself, more about your life. Last time you were very prepared. You wrote down notes
I
and
wrote a
everything.
bunch of books.
I told you this time we're just gonna spit
Right.
shot, man.
Right.
Listen, I think your insight was good. We don't have anyone here from the Kennedy time, from space time. I think you added a lot of value.
Insight.
Yeah, man.
I like that word. That's a psychological word, insight.
Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for listening.
Very good.
Jimmy, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Anthony.